That's real.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Absolute Zeroes podcast. It's your host, Josh, and with me, as always, is Mr. Know-It-All.
Hey, what's up, my know-it-alls? What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Hey, I didn't give you a little weird intro this time.
No, you're good. It's okay. It's totally fine. It just goes to speak to how normal it is now. It's just that's people should expect this.
Yeah. Give you that one normal intro out of 100.
Totally. That's real.
So yeah, this episode is going to be a bit of a mini episode. I won't really call it a full-on episode, but just because me and the gang are going to be in San Antonio for San Japan this weekend.
Cool.
Yeah, I decided to do a little mini episode just to
Oh my god, that's awesome.
give people something. So I won't really count
Nice,
this as an actual episode, just little in-betweeners.
Just be a little bonus.
A little bonus
in your
thing.
feed.
Yeah,
That's real.
yeah.
Right on, man.
Okay, so this past weekend, I don't know if you heard anything about this, but K-pop Demon Hunter released in theaters
Yes.
for 2
I did
nights.
hear about this.
And holy crap, this movie blew everything out of the water. So
Yeah.
I'm over here on Box Office Mojo, and I'm looking at it, and it says it grossed roughly 18 million
Yeah, dude.
over 2 weeks, and
Unreal.
it blew out Weapons, it blew out Freaky Year Friday, it blew out Neja 2, which, if you don't know, is a Chinese animated movie touted to be the greatest animated movie of all time. That was re-released in theaters this past weekend. It blew that out of the water.
Literally, they're like, where the heck does K-pop Demon Hunter come from? What is this? No, it's good. It's good. I watched it. I finally saw it. Based on your recommendation, because
Really?
you told me.
What, in
Yeah, you
theaters?
told me when you watched it. No. I saw it on Netflix when you originally messaged me. I was like, well, let me see what this thing is, and I watched it, and I was genuinely blown away by it. It is mature storytelling with the like innocence and stupidity of anime in a fun way. Though it isn't Japanese. Forgive me for calling it anime. It's an animated is what I mean.
Yeah.
But some people associate anime with just Japanese only. And so, but as an animated thing, it was really shockingly good. The lore was good, the characterizations were excellent, and the songs were all bangers, and I was shocked by that.
Yes. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
they
it was
are.
good.
And I believe in the Spotify charts, almost every single song is in the top 5.
I believe
Still,
it.
to this day. Like, you can't imagine how popular this movie is. To anyone who hasn't seen it or anyone who is kind of being haters on it, you can't imagine how popular this is, because within the first day of announcing the ticket sales, over 1,000 theaters were sold out instantly.
Yeah. And the people who, I think wasn't it Fathom Events who was starting to, they were working with, because Netflix doesn't have their own theaters, so they have to work with an actual company to get them everything out there and whatnot. But yeah, you're right. Like, there was originally supposed to just be like, oh yeah, we'll do this many or as many as it oversells. They didn't expect it to go to, they were blown away by that result. Mm-hmm. Even though Netflix are pains in the butts and are like, no, we're streaming only, bro. How can you leave money on the table like this?
Speaking of leaving money on the table, freaking Sony is entirely in the red about this, because they passed on K-pop Demon Hunters initially, back when it was first pitched. So like 9-10 years ago when it was first pitched, that's how long this movie was in production. Sony passed on it, gave it to Netflix for like $20 million. Netflix gave it back to Sony to make, so they can release it on their streaming service. And now they released it in theaters for 2 days and made nearly their entire money back.
So here's my question, because I've actually heard this asked a couple of places, and I think it's a fair question. How much of that do we honestly believe is just because it was awesome, which I think, or do we because of the run up it got on Netflix? Like, people got to see it and were like, oh my god, I want to see this in theaters, and then it did amazing. I mean, I don't know how much better it would do if you had it in like multiple weeks, or or if it had just gone straight to theaters, I don't know necessarily how good it would have done. On its own.
That's a fair question. I fully believe it's both. In all honesty, but
that's fair. That's fair.
I do think that if it had gone straight to theaters first, I think it would have done maybe $150 million, just because a lot of people were actually really looking forward to this before it went to Netflix. Like, I had no idea what this was beforehand, but it was very popular with some of the K-pop, with a lot of the K-pop groups. So, like, this was really popular before it went to Netflix and before the theaters. So, I honestly believe if Netflix had done one of those very, very rare straight to theater then streaming, they could have made a bunch of money. But yeah, so watching it on Netflix first and then theaters really did help with the word to mouth, because god damn, I watched this movie like 4 or 5 times already, and I know people who because of their kids watch it every single day.
Sure. I've seen it twice now. One time I kept it on in the background while I was watching it because I wanted to just rehear some things.
Dude, songs are so
it's pretty
catchy.
Incredible. They really are.
Really are.
I'd love to see more stuff from the same group of people who put this together. Like, I don't necessarily know if you have to continue this story to do, but I mean, just in general, like this team of people who put this together did an excellent job.
Oh yeah, big time. Like, I've heard rumors that they've got ideas for a sequel if they ever get around to it, or maybe like a TV show or something like that. So I would really love to see that. Like, everyone really wants to see more from K-pop Demon Hunters, which would be really cool. And maybe this time Netflix will just go straight to theaters with it. Who knows? It'd be hilarious.
That would be smart, man. It would be smart. Well, and I think I'm hoping that somebody starts to realize, maybe we need to spend just a hair more time putting some stuff together in terms of like, let's have faith in something. New things sell. Like, people want to see new stuff right now. That's the one thing, is like the everyone's taking different lessons from different movies doing poorly, whether it's superhero movies or whatever, or the Mission Impossible movie. And the bottom line is, I think everyone's just tired of all the same storytelling. They're all looking for something new, and this was incredibly new. How many things from Korea have turned out to be unbelievable? Like, seriously. It's not just Squid Games. Yeah. Squid Games, you have on Netflix, there's that cooking show, which is like Cooking Class Wars, which was amazing. Very, very Squid Game and anime inspired type of live cooking show. I mean, that's so unique and different. And it's getting a second season. So it's like, yeah, man, people, it's not so much that, Korea's got the key. No, it's just new original ideas that are not known IP, and people are finding really interesting and fun.
And actual good storytelling and whatnot.
Learn the lesson. Yeah, exactly. Learn the lessons.
If you're looking for something in the Korean genre, I have a film series that I think you especially would enjoy. Look up the...
Well, you've done good so far, so I'm down, man. Whatever it is, let me know.
Look up the Roundup series on Wikipedia. The Roundup series. It's a series of 4 movies, starting with the very first one called The Outsiders, or The Outlaws. Sorry. It has Don Lee, who was in the Eternals movie. He was Gilgamesh.
Okay. Yeah. I see him.
Great series. Great series. I just finished the last one, and honestly, it is a really good cop series.
Who's got him? Is it Netflix? Who's got him?
No, I don't know exactly what streaming service has them, if any, but I didn't really go through any streaming service. So
copy that.
Yeah. Yeah, you know where to look.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah. Don Lee has some amazing.
I hate you so much. That was hilarious. You almost made me spit just then. That's great. Sorry,
but serious. Don Lee has some amazing Korean movies, like
he's super talented. I like him.
Yes. Train to Busan, the Gangster, the Cop, the Devil. That one as well is a great movie.
Very cool. Let me see.
Korea has
I'm still looking for this thing right now.
Korea has some real bangers. In all honesty,
That's
they got
awesome.
some real bangers.
Yeah, I know. Well, because again, I think it's because they're really unlike say the Chinese market that wanted to sort of use our movies to advance itself and like sort of build a market. They've really done an amazing job on their own, just like being like, yeah, no, we're just gonna do our creative thing, and if the rest of the world likes it, cool. If not, oh well. You know, we're fine. We're happy. We're just happy and content here to make our own, and they do a great job doing it. And you're like, holy crap.
I mean, I think that's the exact same mindset that Bollywood has, because they have some phenomenal movies. RRR,
they do
phenomenal. Yeah. Like I don't watch a lot of Bollywood movies, but that one and it really does stick in my mind.
That's one of the first ones that really got that RRR that really made me go, oh wait a minute, what are they doing? Okay.
Oh wait, Bollywood's sort of here to stay.
Yeah. Legit. It's like, okay, you guys are having fun. I get it. But yeah, man. No, they're great. Awesome.
Dude, did you hear that Red Sonja had a movie?
Oh my gosh,
released?
I did. So I didn't know it was full on released. I did hear it was coming out.
It released a week or so ago in theaters, limited theaters.
The studio, I assume, put out the bikini armor scene.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, really? It reminded me of, there's an anime called Bikini Warriors, and it reminded me sort of that, because dude's like, here you go. And he's like, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah. It's,
what did you think? Are you a big Red Sonja fan?
I am not, but I am only a fan just because of the design. Like, the bikini I can take or leave. If she's in full metal armor, that's great too. She's had tons of different designs in the comics, but I mean, from that clip that we all saw, it looked very, very 2000s comic booky.
It totally does. It does. It
looks very, very campy.
Like, yeah. I was like, is this like early '90s Raimi? Like, what's going on? Like remember Darkman and that kind of thing? Like, very, I don't know. It's just the sensibility looks low budget, but I have been keeping a track of how long. Like, I guess they've had a really rough go of trying to get this movie made because of when it started. So like, politics were different, and now everybody's like, we got to get the male viewers, and they're like, okay, quick, put some of that stuff we cut out back in. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever it takes, let's get this thing so it doesn't die on the vine. I do need to watch it. I had no clue that it had already come out. I would have totally gone to look for it.
From what I'm seeing, the production has gone far back as 2010. So it's been in development for a while. I don't begrudge them with what it looks like. The actress, to me, doesn't really look like Red Sonja, as far as I envision her from the comics. Like, for me, I feel like she needed to be a bit more buff, and this looks, she just looks like regular skinny white girl with red head.
Yeah, which is not exactly what you. I mean, I would expect somebody who's like get a muscular female actress to play the part. Even though, and I mean, I guess you could even say buxom to some extent, because that's how the comic book character
or even
is.
A wrestler too.
Oh, wrestler would be great.
We've got so many female wrestlers that are good actors too.
Especially looking to make the leap, because because right now the one we held up for the longest time was what's her face. Who played Cara Dune? I can't remember her name right in a second. It's literally gone.
me either. And she was in the news too.
Yeah, no, her. But she, but she was like the only one for the longest. So now I'm like, all right, if y'all are ready to make that leap, let's go. Like, how many? And action movies are the way to do it. I mean, John Cena did how many The Marine did John Cena do? You know what I mean? Yeah. Which was that early WWE production I've seen a couple
movies. Of those early first movies. And wow, they were rough.
And now he's what he is. Gina Carano, thank you. I mean, so like, get somebody else who's got that same sensibility, who's got that same like physique, and is like, yeah, I'm down for. Because no offense, anybody who thought you were going to get high fantasy out of this thing, you clearly have never seen or understand what a Red Sonja is. So I mean, as long as she's fighting and chopping off people's heads and being awesome, that's all that really matters. Like, it's not hard.
Yeah, it just needs to be action packed, fun, and bit of a redhead with a bikini on him.
Yeah, no, totally, with an armor bikini. Let's go.
Yeah,
you know, the chainmail circles and all that stuff, and like I'm down. And her story's got to be awesome. You know, not everybody can be Brigitte Nielsen from back in the day, who did the original Red Sonja with Conan, with Schwarzenegger's Conan. But they, at the time, the license was off, so they couldn't say he was Conan, even though that's who he was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, that's one I remember very clearly.
Aren't they doing another Conan movie?
I don't know, man. I've heard so many things, because I know that the one with what's his face
it's the Master of the Universe. That's what I'm thinking of.
Nah, that thing looks amazing. Shut up. It looks
I'm not dogging them. It looks interesting.
The production stills we've seen, the story sounds dumb, but I'm hoping they're going to do well with it again. Because everybody's focusing on that part, and I think that may just be the opening. And I think that I have a feeling we're gonna, because now movies have learned the trick. Don't take too long. Get to like Alien Earth. Alien Earth started aliening episode 1.
Yeah.
So same thing. I feel like Masters of the Universe is going to start Masters of the Universing very quickly.
Oh, I hope
they're going to get us to Eternia fast, and so same thing. Like, do that. If Conan's going to do it, do the thing. We don't need an origin story. Just jump in, man.
I hope Skeletor looks good. I hope he looks better than the original movie.
No, that's awesome. I can't imagine it doesn't, bro. Seriously, that original one. But you got to admit, though, those prosthetics on that were pretty incredible for the time.
They were.
Yes, it's bad
for the time.
Man, it looked good for. You're like, okay, y'all at least understood you were trying to make some kind of, like, someone. I felt like somebody was like, go watch the Schwarzenegger Conan movies. We're gonna have that vibe, but with guns. Yes. And you're like, okay, sure. So yeah,
that's great. Actually, you know what? Thinking of Alien Earth, what'd you think of the 3rd episode?
I enjoyed it. It was definitely a filler episode compared to the others.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I'm not sure what story I'm supposed to care more about. So to me, I feel like the Weyland Yutani story is the one we all came for, but now they've really introduced some interesting elements. Like now you have, one of the girls who's freshly turned into a synth body. She's suddenly is ambitious and wants to be the favorite, and it's just the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can stand of Boy Genius myself, but we'll see.
Yeah, he's
only because his personality is just getting to be a little bit annoying.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I'm really interested to see what connection Wendy has with the Xenomorph, because she's all wigging out at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I am too. I want to see what that's about. Like, seriously, what's going on with that whole scenario? Introducing all the various aliens I thought was fun. Like, you go further in, and dude's like, oh yeah, I want, these animals do this thing or whatever else. It's kind of neat to see that yes, there's more things to be worried about in space than just xenomorphs.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. It's an interesting show so far. Yeah, this week's episode, or last week's episode, was a little filler. It was a bit of a filler, but yeah.
But I mean, I get it. I do get it. Like, I'm not trying to be crappy about it. I also don't know how much more I can stand the grown-ups acting like children thing. It's just starting to be a little. Because it's a little bit awkward.
It is really awkward. I feel
like they're trying to act like misbehaved kids more than they're trying to act realistic. Because I feel like any kid would be more like quiet in a situation that they didn't understand. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Again, but either way, I still love what they're doing. I think Timothy Oliphant's doing amazing.
Oh yeah, he really is.
Like I want to watch anything he's doing as this character, because it seems like he'd be really interesting and fun. Mm-hmm. And then especially because he's learning. Like I'm sitting here going, oh my god, you're the smartest one in the world. Like, you're learning all the things. And he's like taking them to heart and be like, okay, yeah, we're not gonna do you, living creature, get out. I don't care, get out, because these things hatch in you. And I was like, oh my god, someone who's smart.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
Finally. Jesus.
That's all. Instead of some dumb scientist who's sitting there staring into the egg. I'm like, why? Why are we doing this again? You guys don't. You're not dumb.
It took a synth to be smart. It's like, how?
It did. No, it really did. Legit.
It's idiotic. Okay. Okay. So the last thing I really had in terms of an idea is a little game. So we're over halfway done with the year so far, and we've still got a lot of movies left in the year. So I want to go through some of the bigger name movies and go with you and see what you feel, see how you feel they'll do. Like over under, see if they're going to be over under 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Whatnot. So got September, October, November, December. Okay, so the first one is The Conjuring Last Rites. So now this is supposed to be the last Conjuring movie, supposedly. So what do you think?
I think because it's going to be the last one, I think it's going to do well. I think it's going to do what are my options? Over under what?
Over under 5 out of 10.
Oh, I think over. I think it'd be over 5 out of 10. I think it'll be over. I'm guessing it's probably going to be closer to like an 8 out of 10 is my guess.
Yeah. I think
because it's the last one. They've always done. My wife and I call these the horror movie Avengers because like they both have a. We do no seriously because I watch it much more like a type of superhero movie, only because they both serve a function. They're both looking out for each other. The stories get more gnarly as you go, and they're having to constantly overcome stuff. And my wife goes, she thinks, because she's really into this stuff. She's like, I think this is the case that actually got them to retire, like stopped them doing like this. This is their final case.
I think so, yeah.
And I was like, oh wow,
like
that's interesting. I didn't know that.
When I started watching the Conjuring movies, like I watched them maybe a couple years. Started watching them maybe a couple years ago. I watched them actually with a little bit of reverence because even though I'm not really religious, I know that demonic forces are out there in some form or fashion, like, and these movies are loosely based on reality, so this stuff mostly happened, not really exactly what the movie showed.
There's parts they sensationalize,
it's Hollywoodified, it's dramatized. So
but overall, they had some really fun stuff to dramatize. You can find you can find audio cuts of their tapes online, and the tapes themselves are pretty like, wow. I can see why they would make a movie. This sounds amazing, like not amazing, but just this sounds unreal. Like the things you hear on the tapes.
Oh yeah, it really does.
So yeah, I'm with you. It's good. It's good stuff. I think they're gonna do well.
I'm with you too. I think about 8 out of 10 is about right. Next up, we have The Long Walk, the Stephen King movie.
Right. Done. It's Stephen King when he was not being Stephen King, when he had a what do you call it? A pseudonym or whatever, a pen name, because he wanted to write some stuff that was slightly different than he normally did. I feel like there's a lot of hype behind this. I honestly don't think it's going to do very well. Not because I think it's going to be bad. I just think there's more hype than it's going to. It's going to get lost in the shuffle somewhere. I'm going to give this I'll go 6 out of 10.
Oh,
I don't think it's going to do very well. I don't think it's going to tank or anything. I just don't think it's going to do amazing.
All right.
I think it's going to exist. It'll blip. It'll be gone.
Yeah. Out of the 2 upcoming Stephen King movies, I think this is probably going to be the lesser rated out of the 2. So yeah, I think it maybe 6 or 7 is about right. I think it's going to do well just because Mark Hamill's in it.
See, that's the other thing. I was like, I don't know, man. Back in the day, Mark Hamill used to be a B-movie star, and now all of a sudden, everyone wants him to do stuff now more and more. And you're like, all right, well, good for you.
Right.
I hope he does well. I mean, I really do. I hope it does well, because I wouldn't mind seeing more, again, off-the-wall stuff. But it's so funny. They're like, we're going to go with a known author, even if it's not a story we've told before. So it's like, all right, fine. Fair enough.
Yeah. Next one I'm looking at is Roofman. This is the based on a true story with Channing Tatum.
I want this to do really well because this looks amazing, and my wife and I definitely want to go see it. But I have a feeling that it might also get lost in the shuffle. But here's how it'll do well. Yeah. If the marketing isn't a lie. Because right now, I feel like the marketing has genuinely sensationalized the hell out of this thing. And I'm like, and I love it. By the way, it worked on me. My wife and I are down. Yeah. My hope is that's all sincere and not put on, and that if it really does sell the movie that they showed us, I think it'll go very well.
Yeah.
You know, like that one Channing Tatum horror movie that was a psychological horror that he just came out with. It was not the movie that they sold us, and as a result, I think that's why it didn't do well. Because once people saw it, they were like, "Oh, this is not what I thought it was," and then same thing. I hope this does well.
Yeah, me
I
too.
really want to see it. I'm gonna give this I will bump it north of the previous one, but on the opposite direction. I think it's going to start about a 7 and then advance slowly to an 8.
Okay, yeah, I'm really hoping it does well, but yeah, I think a 7 is a pretty spot on prediction. Let me see. Okay. Next up, we have Tron Ares.
So I know I'm in the bag for this movie. I think I actually enjoyed the previous one, though not because I thought it was like stellar, but because I thought it really advanced with the storyline it wanted to tell well. Mm-hmm. And that was just me. I think I think this is probably going to tank only because I don't think that Jared Leto is the draw everybody seems to think he is. Or a bunch of people seem to still think he is. I just don't. I mean, he's still too much Morbius for me.
I think all the general audience people know that he's not a really good draw, and it's just Hollywood that really wants to push him.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's exactly how it comes across. I think the story they're telling looks interesting, and I'm hoping that it does actually do something well. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't, then this will just be another one where Disney's like, bro, why are you guys still trying to shove this IP down people's faces? You know,
why not just reboot it?
Oh my god, that's hilarious! Can you imagine? Just call it Tron Reboot and move on. Like literally call it that.
That would work perfectly.
Perfectly, it would be great. You know, but I think what you do is you do it from and that's actually not a bad idea. Tron Reboot, and literally, it's whether it's just retelling or rehashing the story with no connection to the original, just start from scratch, a video game company, and reimagine that world. You know what I mean? That doesn't have to mean you leave the aesthetic, but just kind of, because right now I feel like this was the only logical place to go that they think, which I don't believe. I don't believe at all. I think there was probably better places to have gone with this. And the other thing is, it's going to be a crime, bleeding shame, but I have a feeling we're not going to see anybody. We're not going to see Flynn Jr. or what's her face from the previous movie, and that's just a mistake because they made it out.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see them. Yeah, it is. I don't think it's gonna do that great. Mostly just because of Jared Leto, and also because who's really asking for more Tron nowadays?
Well, I mean, again, who asked for anything? But I'm with you.
True.
I am with you.
True. Yes, me, I'd say it's probably gonna be a 6.
You're much more generous than I am. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be close to a 5 or 4.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, and just
I don't want it to be. I need that to be clear. I want to be there. Like I'm going to be there the opening night. I'm going to watch this thing and review it. Mm-hmm. But I have very little faith because of the previous one's reception, and I don't know. It's like I feel like they just don't commit enough, which sounds crazy. Like they just don't sit here and they're like, hey, this is the thing we're gonna like put the whole machine behind this if you're serious.
Yeah, probably.
Don't just IP collect.
Mm-hmm. Next one I'm looking at is The Black Phone 2. I don't know if you've seen the first one. It's
I did. I liked it.
Ethan Hawke horror movie. I loved the first movie. Very creepy. Kind of really looking forward to the second movie. And I don't know.
Not just an Ethan Hawke horror movie. It's a mildly It's a supernatural, like sci-fi-ish, because there's a weird like. And I know they kind of tried to explain it in the first one, but they didn't almost. Mm-hmm. But the fact that the phone reaches across time plays a very awkward and very strange component. And I know most people are like, oh, it's just a MacGuffin to get you into the thing. And they're probably right. But I'm like, I feel like, are they going to have it so that dude originally, or are they going to was involved somehow? Or does this reach it? Like, is it about him discovering that he can talk to himself and I don't know. I'm mildly curious enough to go see it. So I think this is, and the first one did do well.
It did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What do you?
I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go straight 6. I was gonna go 5, but I'm gonna do 6.
Yeah, just because it's a horror movie, I think it's gonna do a 6. Mm-hmm. Also because it's a sequel, and I don't know if a lot of people saw the first movie.
Right. I agree.
Okay, so next one I'm looking at is one I'm really looking forward to ever since I saw the trailer. Mortal Kombat 2. Dude, this movie looks so much more like the game than the first movie did.
Yeah, this was wonderful. I think this is definitely, at least they're selling it this way, and I hope to God it is. This is the movie everybody thought they were going to get the first time.
Yes, absolutely. Like those first 5-10 minutes of the first movie were phenomenal, but the rest of it was like, where's the Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, where's the actual story we came for? I think everyone's kind of iffy on Carl Urban, but I think he's still got it.
I think he's good for Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I do too. Especially the angle they're taking, which is he's a washed-up action hero.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a better approach than the original one was like, oh, he's a big-time movie star. Like, I feel like having him be their, I don't know, Jean-Claude Van Damme allegory is where it was like, I used to do a ton of great movies and now blah, blah, you know, and I think I liked it. I like the approach they're taking.
Yeah, same here. I really hope it's going to be an 8, maybe a 9.
Yeah, I'll go with. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with you. I'll go 8. I think it's got a lot of chances, a lot of good, strong. Well, the other thing, Carl Urban's built a mini following, not just from Dredd, but like The Boys, some Star Trek. Even.
Yeah.
Like if anybody who critiques the J.J. Abrams Star Trek always says that Carl Urban is a highlight of that movie.
Oh, big time.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
So he's super talented at being a character actor, and I think this is going to really give him a nice character showpiece.
Oh, yeah. Definitely love him.
Sorry, I'm trying to be all like hoity-toity like it's going to be good, I promise. It's going to be good.
Next one is a Netflix movie. It's Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Right. So I think this is going to do very well. I think it's going to do super well because he told them to do all practical, like visual. He didn't want CGI building, nothing. I mean, obviously there are visual effects, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But like the main, like the sets are real and tactile, and they're shooting like on locations, and they're really building things. And I was like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it looks really
that
good.
Alone, I want to go see it. That alone. Now, mind you, I do keep the idea of something like Van Helsing in the back of my pocket because Van Helsing looked amazing on paper.
Yeah.
And then it turned. And by the way, I enjoyed Van Helsing.
I enjoyed it
pleasure.
too. Yeah.
But at the same time, it wasn't exactly like blockbuster money that they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But I hope it does really well. And do you know if they're going to give it a theatrical release?
It does not look like it. At the moment, it looks like it's only going to be released on Netflix. Now, my hope for it is I really hope they stick as close to the book as possible because from the trailer, it looks like that. It looks like we're getting.
It does.
It looks like we're getting Frankenstein washed up in the frozen ice and him being hunted by the monster and retelling the story that way.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I agree with you. I do. I also want it to do well. So yeah.
Yeah. Next one is the second Stephen King movie, The Running Man. Now, this one is getting a lot of people really hyped. I'm down. I'm so down for this. I hope the only thing that might kill it, we kind of need to see what's around it. Is anything else that has a slightly higher profile comes out? But I feel like this is especially because people are like, oh, let's reboot the Schwarzenegger movie. It really isn't. It's so much more based on the original book. And I loved the original book, but of course I liked the version that Arnold Schwarzenegger did, but back in the 80s. But I think this has a lot of. I'm excited for it. This blows my mind every time. I want this to be a 9 all day. Oh yeah, definitely. It's got great actors in this too. It's got Glenn Powell, Edgar Wright, friggin' Josh Brolin. It looks great.
John Cena cameo.
Yeah.
Or Michael Cera cameo. John Cena cameo. Unless they keep it, because I don't know. I heard, but we'll see. There's a bunch of really great. Oh, the dude who's playing the gamesman. I can't remember his name right this second. He is an amazing actor. I am so hyped for him to be this role because he looks like he wants to just chew the scenery and be everything that the original guy wasn't. Because the original guy was what's his face from. I'm so bad with the names and I apologize. But in the original Arnold Schwarzenegger version, it was the guy who was originally the host of Family Feud, who's always known to kind of be in the news a little bit of a jerk. So he leaned into that for his version. This looks amazing. This new Game Runner guy, between him and Josh Brolin, who looks like such a seedy character, I'm like, oh, this looks so good.
Yeah.
And then the way I hope we haven't seen the best stuff. Because that end where he's like, I'm still here, and he's freaking out at the camera. I was like, okay, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's going to be maybe a 8 or a 9 for this one.
Yeah, same.
Just because it's got a lot of hype around it.
It does.
Now, in the exact same week, we get Predator Badlands. Now, I'm really looking forward to this just because it's another live-action Predator movie.
I'm looking forward to this too. I'm looking forward to this too. It's giving us something that I don't know anyone really wants, but maybe some people do, which is this very, very like the Predator has to be our main character, and that's something we've never seen in a movie. Predator's always sort of been the antagonist-ish.
Yeah. And
so that's my only major concern is like, can it do this thing that it seems to be trying to do?
Yeah, and it seems like ever since Prey, they're starting to try to weave together the Predator storylines all into one, because we had Prey, we had Killer of Killers or something like that on Hulu, and then we have this, and hopefully this one ties into both of those somehow, because if you didn't see, there's a extended post-credits
scene
in the Hulu movie that tied directly into Predator 1 and 2.
Yes, I did see that, and I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. What's his name? The heavy spoilers. He was talking about how he's like, yeah, of course they put that out after I put out my video. So now everyone's trying to say, oh, you missed this thing. And he's like, it wasn't in the video when I reviewed it. So no, I didn't miss it. But yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is. Next one is one that I'm not looking forward to, just because they use this title only now for the third movie. Now you see me, now you don't.
Yes, I want to see that too. I do love that movie. I think that I love that series. I don't know. This is a like a third part that feels like it's not connected to the original two, at least overall. And I think that they wrapped up a whole bunch of threads that are based on what I've seen in the trailers. Looks like they're kind of unraveling, and I don't know how much that unraveling is going to hurt the concept. So we'll see. I'm down for exploring it more myself and seeing what they do with it. I'm hoping it's going to be a 7, but it's probably going to end up being more like a 6.
Yeah, probably. The only reason I'm really miffed about this movie is just because of the title, because it's such a waste not to use it for the second movie.
Yeah, it's so stupid. It's like, guys,
it's really stupid. Anyways, yeah, I think it'll be about a 6, maybe a 7 if it's really good. But next one is Wicked for Good, the second of the 2 Wicked movies.
Ugh. I hate everything about this, but I'm pretty sure it's going to do amazing.
Why?
I'm pretty sure it's going to do amazing. It's because it's just so bad. It's funny. My wife is a fan of the actual Broadway thing, and I've made myself more familiar with the Broadway story, and I feel like they've I don't want to say butchered this, but they've made it something that the original Broadway wasn't, and it you can kind of feel that tension between old original fans and current fans and the whole debate, and it's like, guys, what are we doing? So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they end up coming up with.
You're saying they kind of stretched out the story for a unnecessary 2-parter.
I think so. I really do. And it's like I feel, or at the very least, especially because the play itself isn't that long. Like, what are you guys doing?
I believe the play itself is about as long as the first movie is.
Yes. Yeah. There's nothing they milked it, like you said, and it's like, but anyway, we'll see. Again, I think I wish it would do bad, but it's probably gonna be like 9 or 10. Let's be honest. It probably is.
The first one, Mr. Know-It-All wishes ill on it.
I'm less like, what is happening?
What do you think? Do you wish ill on Zootopia 2?
No, Zootopia 2, I like the first one. I just don't know. I mean, I like the first one. I enjoyed, there was a weird animated shorts that they did, which were all fill-in moments. And I I want someone to edit all those fill-in moments back into the main movie. Like,
yeah,
I kind of like, can we just see them in context again? Because it makes a lot of sense if you do that. Anyways, but I do like the approach they're taking. The first one was predators versus something, and now they're going a different route. Like, they're introducing a different type of animals and the whole bit. And I'm very interested in what they're going to do to this world, and hopefully it lands. I want this to be stellar. I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah, my prediction is it's going to be about an 8 as well. I'm really interested to see what the story is, because we're getting new animals, new creatures, new biomes, and I think this is supposed to be taking like a week or two after the first movie is set. So yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Which I guess you can do that with voices. That's fine.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Voices.
Be interesting.
Especially if they're smart. If you get voice actors that have kind of aged a little bit, the actors, you can totally like, well, we're going to clone your younger voice, have you do the performance, and then so you can still be the voice and whatnot. It's just going to be a younger sounding you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I could totally see that. Why not? But instead of trying to sell us an older voice that's not right.
Yeah. Now the horror video game movie genre will be all over this one. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yeah, man. I'm down for. I loved this movie. I love I was shocked. I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy fan. The movie is what won me over.
Oh yeah.
And I just never played it. Not that I didn't like it. I just never ever got into it.
No, yeah, that's totally fair.
And so seeing this, like, I was blown away. I was like, wow, this is really, really good.
And what's cool is that they said that this one is going directly to theaters instead of both theaters and streaming like the first one did.
That makes sense. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I think this is gonna do pretty well. I think it's gonna do an 8.
Okay, I'll go with that. Yeah, I'll go with that. Especially because it did so well. It's going to carry over a lot of the goodwill. So even if it's not as good a movie, I believe it's going to carry the goodwill, which is going to really shoot it up high in the beginning.
Yeah, same. And I really hope they continue the trend at the end of the movie with having the end credits be played over with a popular Five Nights at Freddy's song from YouTube, because that's what they did with the first one.
Yeah, it would definitely be cool.
Let me see.
Were you a big Five Nights at Freddy person?
Oh yeah, I was big. Like,
that's cool.
I was a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Like, I didn't really play the games very much, but I watched one YouTuber back in college called Markiplier play the
of course.
The game. Oh, you've heard of Markiplier? Yeah, cool.
And I got into it through MatPat, who
nice.
Who did a thing. So yes, I got into the lore rather. I got into the lore.
I love watching MatPat.
Never played the game.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to really kind of understand that niche world, and it really is niche. But man, they made a big splash. Like, what a great that, and later on, like Minecraft, have really honed in on who their audiences are, and are like, hey guys, come on.
Oh yeah,
let's make the movie a big success, and they did. At least success enough to make another one. So smart.
Mm-hmm. Next one I'm looking at is Silent Night, Deadly Night. This going with the seasonal Christmas horror thriller type of movie. This is another one of those.
I haven't heard of this. Give me 2 seconds to look it up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a reboot.
Yeah. Very interesting. I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah, it's flown pretty under the radar for a lot of people.
Wow.
It looks interesting. Like, I really enjoyed Violent Nights with...
oh my god, so did I.
with David Harbour. Yeah.
The best.
I'm hoping this is somewhat similar to that.
Yeah, same. No, same.
Or at least in the vein. But yeah, it does.
That'd be interesting. I don't know if they're going to do that, but that would be so interesting. Mind you, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for Violent Night too.
I'm really ready for Violent Night too.
Let's go.
Hope Mrs. Claus gets involved.
Dude, for real. Show me her and like how they met. Give me that origin story. I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so down. And have her like whooping butt with him.
Yeah,
let's go. She sent the hammer. She sent the hammer.
She did send the hammer.
Sorry, literally not the movie you asked about. I'm sorry. I think honestly, because I'd never even heard of it, I'm gonna give it a 4 because I have no idea what this movie's about. Other than I just read the byline and I was like, oh okay. Some kid witnesses his family gets hurt badly by a guy dressed in a Santa suit, and it's like, all right, well, we'll see.
I'm gonna go in the opposite direction. I'm gonna go a 6. Just hoping that it's decent. Because we get some decent Christmas horror movies. Like, we got Krampus. That was pretty good.
We did. No, we did get, and it was good. It was good, and I did enjoy that. And that was back in the day, man. That was, it was wonderful. That was a good. I was blown away by that because I didn't expect it to be as good as it turned out to be.
Yeah.
I guess this could be that, but I'd have to say, again, I know nothing. Like, I'm gonna have to literally. We get off this, I'm gonna go watch the trailer. I didn't even know this was coming. So
yeah. Okay, last one. I really hope this bombs, but I know it's probably not. Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Oh, come on! This thing's gonna make $2 billion. What are you talking about? By the way, not because I want it to, because again, the story is cheap as can be. It's what it is.
It's literally the Airbender story. It's literally Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Is it really? I haven't even heard of that. Is it really?
I mean, you have the first one, which is all about like connectivity to spiritualism and whatnot. You have the second one, which is water. This one is fire. Next one is probably earth, and the last one is probably air or something like that.
We'll see. I don't know. I really don't know. They were the original in the beginning. That's what the first one technically was.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying. And their kingdom fell or whatever. And now my whole thing is it felt he did too good a job ending the story in the first one that I've always felt the rest of these are giant cash grabs. But I know
major
Cameron
cash
grabs.
I didn't even.
To,
I've never even seen the first Avatar all the way through. I've only
really.
I will absolutely commend it for the visuals. I'll give it every single prop it deserves. But just the story, it bored me to tears. It was uninteresting.
Yeah, if you're not
repetitive.
careful, it'll do that. That makes sense. No, it does make sense.
The story was done better
I have
in other
complaints
movies.
to you about that. I can see that.
Like the first Avatar is literally like Call the Wild and Fern Gully.
Fern Gully. I love Fern Gully. I totally did. I loved Fern Gully. It was great.
Fern Gully was great. Yeah, it was great. All right, yeah, those are the movies that are
not too shabby.
The big movies that come out. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I think Avatar's going to do a 10 all day. Not because we wanted to. I just think it's going to, because I think that thing's a juggernaut, and it's a juggernaut that people are like, okay, this is the new big major IP that they're just going to try to swallow up and make something. That anyway.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it does badly, but I know it won't. It's awesome. Like the Avatar movies for now and ever.
You sound like me talking about the other movies.
I will always shit on them. It's like, I don't want them anymore. Like, get them out of here. I hate them. Anyways.
No, I feel you. I feel you on that, sir.
Anyways, you got anything? You have anything?
No, nothing major. Just seriously, I'm just watching the same stuff that you're watching, kind of things coming out and seeing what sticks. I was excited just from a news standpoint to find out that Gunn's already hip deep into the next super project, whatever it is. And I'm not talking about Supergirl because that's somebody else who's doing that, but his own thing. He's working on I guess. I don't think it's going to be a direct like Superman 2. I think it's going to be more of a. It's supposed to be like a super family movie.
Yeah.
So it should be like it should have other elements that I assume are being introduced elsewhere, not just Supergirl. But yeah, I'm interested to see sort of that whole thing goes, and also look. I mean, God, I've heard so much nonsense about Doomsday, the Marvel thing, that I don't even know. I don't know what to believe anymore. So we'll just keep our ears open, and we'll talk more about it next time we talk and see what may have come up. Because again, everyone got a rumor, everybody heard a thing, and it's like, guys, just whatever.
I've heard all the rumors. Like, it's not really newsworthy until we actually get concrete evidence and whatnot. It's just
agreed.
I don't really like harping. I don't really like talking about those kind of rumors. If it's
that's fair. No, it's totally fair.
Like, come on, we're not pulling a Kang. All right, well, yeah, that's gonna be it for this mini-sode. So, yeah, Mr. Know-It-All, thanks for coming on. It's
yeah, man, thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right, guys. We will see you guys. We will see y'all next time. I actually don't know when the next episode will be, but hey, we'll figure that out when we figure it out. So yeah, see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.